point of what we do is that no one should have that kind of power.
For once, I leveled the fucking playing field.
Christ.
Soldier boy.
You are not worthy of my respect. Eventually, probably soon, the world will recognize you.
Love, mommy, daddy, and I.
We're all we've got. It's up to us.
Welcome everybody to Earth2's The Boys podcast. Along to do this podcast with me is DJ Jazzy Jeff himself. I'm kidding. KB Trap God with a dad bod. Welcome, my brother.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
So we did season 1, I believe, or season 2 together.
We did season 2. Did we do season 1 also?
That's what I'm trying to think.
I think we did both seasons. To be
we
honest,
might have done season 1, yeah. So, but we definitely, I remember we did season 2 like every week. So,
season 2 was fun.
It was fun. It was really fun. And season 3, listen. So the reason we're doing this podcast at this time is my fault. I have been busy doing a lot of things, so I am just coming back right now. Just finally saw episodes 3 and 4, and I was like, yo, today, yeah, we jumping on this. So, season 3 picks up literally at the end, a year at the end of season 2, after like the all girls can do everything fight. That was beautiful. I thought that was pretty cool. But what I think of season 3 so far, I'm gonna wait to do that. We're going to discuss the first 4 episodes, and then we're going to talk about what we think about the season so far. So let me ask Kyle, what do you think of season 3? Episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go, right? Let's go in. Do you want to start?
Yeah.
All
right. So completely honest. So mind you, The Boys is like my favorite show that I cast on. So that off the cuff, this comes from no place of hate. This season to me, looking at last season and how last season was, I'm talking about the first 3 episodes. I'm looking at the first 3 episodes and then talk about episode 4. When I looked at the first 3 episodes when it came out on Amazon, and I thought about how excited we were when we casted on the first 3 episodes of last season and how everything was the way how it was, I kind of felt let down going into this season. I don't know why. It just didn't have whatever magical feeling season 2 had. The first 3 episodes just didn't have. But I was happy with the story. Like, I don't hate the show. Still great. Still one of the best shows on all streaming platforms when it comes to superhero stuff. Like it's no hate there. I still rated it 10. But comparing it to the first 3 episodes of last season, I think last season's first 3 just had something that these 3 just didn't have. Like, I didn't feel like the last season I felt like um Huey, Butcher, Mother's Milk, and Frenchie legit was in danger. You get what I'm saying? Like, it just felt like high stakes. I didn't feel any of those stakes in the first 3 episodes. I thought it was cool and compelling that you have Butcher now taking um a modified version of Compound V. That was cool. You know what I mean? You see Butcher now has the laser eyes and is bulletproof. That's cool. I do want to see Mother's Milk reaction to Butcher taking it. Like I want to see that interaction between the two. And I like that Butch. I'm kind of trickling over to episode 4 now, so I'm gonna stop. But I do like Butcher's Mother's Milk reaction to Huey taking it. But at the same time, I thought it was weird that Mother's Milk didn't do that to the Butcher. Or he just was like, "Yo, you doing V now?" You know what I mean? And it was just left at that when it came to Butcher. But when it came to Hughes, like, "Yo, you better than this."
So I'm gonna go ahead and disagree with you, bro. Like
Okay, go for it.
I think the first three episodes for this season are the best first three episodes for any superhero show out there.
Okay.
This is why. I think the first three episodes on this season give you kind of a build up, right? Because you're right. In the first three episodes of last season, you felt danger, you felt all of that. But this is post that, right? This is post season two. I was not expecting them to get into the shits immediately. I'll be honest with you. So I felt after everything, especially when we get episode one and we see that Jay. So I almost called him Jay Edgar or different show. He has really tamed Homelander and all of that. Excuse me, but I think you see that buildup of one frustration in Homelander. You
Hmm.
also see the buildup of frustration with Butcher, who feels like I don't like doing this. This part of the job, right?
Yeah.
Of I don't like this. It's something about this doesn't feel right. You also see the buildup with Huey going from I feel like this is the right way to do it to what we get in episode 3 of Huey saying, Butcher, you
You were
were
right.
right. Right. You also see, like I said, the frustration of Homelander, which I think is the biggest thing. We'll get to talk about it for this season. You also kind of like, and I like what they're doing with the whole tease of what's his name, Soldier Boy. You
Yeah,
get to
but let me
see,
challenge you real quick, right
okay,
there, right? Well, everything that you name, even when
right,
you break up the band, you broke up the boys, right?
right.
What part of that didn't we get last season? Out of all of those things you named, what part of that didn't we get last season? And
I don't,
that's where I'm divided. I was like, this is something like we've done this thing already. Like
but
we've
okay,
done the
you're right.
whole
You are
Butcher,
right. We've
you're
done the whole
Butcher.
breakup.
I've done things my way, but you're actually right, Butcher. We got to do things your way.
No, no,
We've
no, 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 no,
done
no, no,
all
no.
of that.
Actually, if you go back and watch a lot of season two, you're going to get that. Which again, I like what they do on the shows. The conflict between Butcher and Huey was very present. Like
Mhm.
I
But that's
want to
been the
do,
show since season
yeah,
two.
is
It's
I
like,
want to do. No, no, no. But I think what I'm saying is, I want to do this with you. I want to do this. I want to get superheroes because I think they're dickheads.
mhm,
But I think there's a better way to do it. Is
but there
what the
isn't.
conflict
And Butcher
was.
is right in how
But
he's doing it.
hold on, is Butcher right? Is what I think the question of this season is Butcher right? And we'll get to see it later as we move on. And I think to answer your question, I'm going to jump ahead to episode 4 as well. At the end is when Mother's Milk says to Huey, or even before Mother's Milk says that to Huey, Butcher knows Butcher isn't right.
Yeah.
When Butcher's having that conversation with Mother's Milk, he knows his way isn't right. What he thinks about his way is this is the best way to do this. It's not necessarily the right way, but it's the best way. It's the most effective because this gets results. It's
Are
not
you? Do you
necessarily
think they're
right.
playing Butcher like he's Robin? Like not Robin, but they're playing like you know how Robin's role with Batman is to keep Batman basically grounded, make sure Batman doesn't go too far,
Correct.
right? Do you feel like
That's
they're doing that with
that's
Mother's Milk?
MM. Yes, that's
Yeah,
MM, and that's kind of Huey. So in a way, that's kind of Huey because Huey is his humanity. Huey is who Butcher. You remember, I think season 2 we dealt with how
yeah.
Butcher becomes this person.
That's the
Huey,
canary.
that's exactly Huey is the person who has the humanity. And what happens is when we see that Huey has taken the modified version of the 24-hour version of Compound V, and Butcher is disappointed. Mother's Milk is hurt,
Hmm.
right?
And
Even
Frenchie's like, yo, really?
right. But Mother's Milk is hurt, which is why at the end what he says to Butcher is, I don't even think there's a team for me to take care of when whatever happens. You feel that?
Yeah.
So I disagree with you. I think we've seen, in my opinion, the best 3 episodes of a comic book show, period. Um, Again, the Homelander blow up was the episode 2 or 3 where he gives that speech. It was episode 2 because
I
that's where
feel
he
like that
gives
was
that.
two. It was
No,
like
no,
one
yeah,
or
it was
two.
2.
It was early.
It was 2 where he gives that speech where his girl dies before his birthday, and then 3 was when he did the thing with Starlight, Homelight, right? The hashtag Homelight. So I think that speech I think that speech has been growing for 3 seasons or 2 seasons, and we finally get it here.
Yeah.
I think, and that's why I said this is again the first three is the best three I've ever seen, because it feels like it feels very payoffy, right? It feels like a payoff
I
to
feel like
season.
they're payoffs. I
Yeah,
do feel like it's payoffy. I
yeah,
don't feel like it's the best
I
for this
do, and I
show.
think
Now,
I
mind you, I
like
feel like it's
payoff.
better across all platforms, right? I feel like
Correct.
it's better than what's the show I like on HBO Max? Doom Patrol. I feel like it's better than Doom Patrol. It's
You're
by
bugging.
far better than Titans. And I love Titans, so this isn't me hating Titans. I just feel like Titans is all over the place when it comes to
Right.
writing after 4 episodes. But it's better than Titans. It's it's better than everything right now that Disney's putting out on their platform.
Moon
That's no
Knight.
slide to Disney, but
Right.
it is. Mandalorian can't hold a weight to this. Obi-Wan Kenobi can't hold a weight to this. Like,
Obi-Wan Kenobi's trash, but that's a different.
yeah, but you get what I'm saying. Like,
That's a different
nothing that
conversation. Yeah, yeah,
Disney's
yeah. No, no, I
doing,
get it. I
even
get it.
even with the Marvel stuff, is holding
Yeah.
a weight to this,
Right,
right?
right,
So
right.
this isn't me hating on this show. This is me just stating facts. Like, I'm not even gonna say facts. My opinion. In my
Yeah.
opinion,
No, I get
for
that.
this show, this isn't the best that this show has done to me.
I understand
But
what
I
you're
do feel
saying.
like this is good. I feel like this is really good
And
and
again,
better than everybody
I'm
else's
just
stuff.
gonna disagree with you because I think this is the best 3 episodes. This is the best, like that packaging. When you get to the end of episode 3, I'm telling myself like, great job, because everything I've seen in season 1, everything I saw in season 2, this is the culmination of all of that here. The deep coming back to the 7.
That was cool. Like
That
that,
was
like all that was really cool. Like
A
all of that was
Train.
cool.
A Train going through that metamorphosis of who he's trying to be. And I fucking hate A Train. I hated him by episode 4.
I don't like his metamorphosis, to be honest,
No, no,
because
no.
I
I'm
don't feel
not
like it's
saying I
earned.
like
I don't
it.
think it's genuine.
Yeah,
Like he,
it's really not until
and
he
then they
does
really
something.
played on the Kardashian thing with the Pepsi Cola thing
Oh
with the
my god,
police.
that was
Yeah,
fucking
they really
fantastic.
played with that, which I
Yeah,
thought was hilarious. But at
until
the same time, it pissed me off even more
yeah,
because
it did, because I was like,
yeah,
what the fuck is this? But I think that's the show. The purpose of the show is to create a visceral response in you, and it does. Um, even Homelander saying the fake news media at one point was like, get the
yeah.
fuck out of here. But that is what you would expect Homelander to say. But again, I think everything that we've been seeing in season 1 and 2 has paid off in those first 3 episodes. And it's opened, it's opened this season to a greatness of possibilities, because now, okay, what's going to happen when you introduce Soldier Boy into the mix? Because I thought he wasn't dead from when I saw that whole thing with the
I
Russian.
never believed that he was dead.
Yeah,
That reveal was not shocking to me at
but
all.
I believe he is the gun.
He could be,
I think he's the soup gun.
but I don't think you're going to kill Homelander because they just renewed for a fourth season.
Yes,
So
but you're going to injure him, hurt him.
yeah, but what kind of hole are you going to write yourself? And mind you,
I
this
don't
is
think
me
so.
thinking as a writer, right? What
Yeah,
kind of
I get
hole
that.
or corner do you write yourself in right now by crippling Homelander? Like,
Why not?
or or do you create a new villain on the team? Because I mean, you could easily like Deep isn't that kind of person that could just be mustache-twirly
It's
evil.
not him though. It wouldn't be him.
But I mean,
Okay, so
Starlight could be
in the
a fun
promo, I don't know
place
if you
person
saw
to
it.
turn into a villain.
In the promo, I don't know if you saw it. His wife looks to be that person.
Yeah, like I mean, if you notice, she was talking for saying the words that Deep was supposed to
He
say.
was saying, right,
Yeah,
and it
is
looked
she
like he was
telekinetic
leading
at all?
him. Deep.
No, Deep's wife.
We don't know yet. We currently don't know if she's a soup. What do they call them? They call them soups or at
Yeah,
V's,
yeah.
whatever.
I would just consider her a soup at this point.
Yeah, we don't know if she's a soup apparently. So, but we do know that she was behind the Deep eating his octopus friend,
Yeah,
right?
that's some low stuff.
I have, but the thing is, I
Do you
have
think
to
she knew that Deep was looking at the octopus while they was
one hundred
having
percent,
sex?
100%. She knew
Yeah,
that because he was saying what he was saying. Oh, you want to touch me with all your hands, nigga? I only got 2. What you mean all your hands? Right. So he knew, she knew, and she did what she did. I think, right here. So here's my thoughts, right? So I've given you my thoughts on the first 3 episodes. Now, episode 4, which is the latest one that just happened.
Episode 4
I
was the hook episode for me. That was the one I was like, yes, this
Wow. So
we're
that's
getting
what
back on
brought
track.
you into the season and not the speech from Homelander saying the powers that be want to listen. Let me
If
tell
I
you how
didn't have
great.
if we
Let me
didn't
t-
suffer through 4 years of a certain person in office that I don't want to say his name out loud because that might make us lose some viewers, I would be like, oh my god, Homelander, yes.
Come on.
If
It
I
it
didn't see the end of if I didn't see the end of Stranger Things, I'm not spoiling anything for anybody who hasn't watched the show yet. I would be like, yes to
drag me,
Homelander
bro.
speech.
Drag
Uh,
me. You're
No, no,
dragging
no,
me.
no, 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 no. I'm
That's
not.
fine
I'm
because I
not.
haven't seen it. I told you I
No,
haven't
no.
seen it, so you're
I'm
dragging me.
not.
It's
No,
cool. It's
I'm
cool.
talking about
It's
our
cool.
viewers right now. Also,
Okay.
like and
Sure.
subscribe.
Sure.
Um,
About the viewers.
no, I
Okay.
swear to God, I'm not.
Okay. Okay.
Also we're matching today, yo. We got the hair, we got the mustache, we got the shirts. We're matching. Come on, you're my
Okay.
bro. Hearts
Okay.
up, hearts up. So,
Okay.
so no, like this isn't me dragging you by far. This is actually me looking at our viewers and going, hey, look, I know a lot of people haven't watched Stranger Things 4 yet, so I'm not spoiling anything. What I am going to say is Homelander's speech was amazing. The way how he carried it over was amazing. But certain thing it for me, it wasn't like a top 5 dead or alive speech for me. Only reason why is because of certain there are so many other villains right now that had certain monologues within this last calendar year. Goes, dude, this is cool, but Jonathan Majors, you carried a great monologue. You get what I'm saying? At the end of what's the name of that show?
Loki.
Loki. You get what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? Like, uh, when you watch Stranger Things, I'm not spoiling anything. There's something that happens where you could be like, "Oh my god, that's a monologue." You get what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not me dragging this because I'm never going to drag this show unless the show turns into like something from the DC universe. I'm never going to drag this show, but it didn't hit me the way I think it could have hit me if we didn't have a certain person in the office for 4 years who
I
basically
100%
you get what I'm
understand that.
saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But here's my my counterpoint to that, right? So I get it. But I also I think I think the show writers are smart enough to understand that it will get a visceral response. Again, I feel like this show is supposed to get a visceral response from its viewers. Again,
And was
as
he
you
wrong
huh?
at that point? Also, with his speech, honestly, I didn't feel like he was wrong.
Okay. See,
Bear with me.
no.
You are the strongest being on the planet. There's you're a check and there's no balance. You get what I'm saying? If you piss me off and I know I'm all ego, come at me, bro. You know what I mean? What are you gonna do? Send a nuke? You're gonna eradicate all your people trying to hurt me. Cool. I'm biting my tongue to help other people's feelings. Why should I have to? It's basically the struggle of the black man. Honestly, we have to bite
But
our tongue for thoughts and prayers all the time for everything. Cop shoot somebody instead of us saying, "Yo, we need to fight back." No, we're taught to pray. We're taught to. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, in a way, I kind of feel them.
see. So let me say this, right? I understand what you're saying. I get it. But I think there's ways to have that conversation that don't leave people scared of you. Think about it. Think about the people he has traumatized now, right?
Hmm.
Starlight. Uh Fucking he
Oh, he made a
constantly
person commit suicide.
yeah.
That was doing. Oh, you didn't see that part of the episode where the girl was going to jump
Oh
and she was like,
yeah, yeah.
"Nah,
He tells the
nah,
girl
JK, JK." Like, "No, no,
and
no, no, no,
the
no.
worst part about it
Entertain
is
me. You jump.
yeah, the worst part about it is he didn't even, it wasn't like if you jump out, I'm not gonna stop you. It was like, no, go ahead, do it.
Entertain
And
me."
then he tells her to do it, like straight face, like jump. So, like I said, there's ways to go about that speech
Hmm.
that wouldn't have people scared of you. Um, so so my thing is, while I understand what he is saying, see why I said, and this is exactly why I said this is one of the best. Like, do you see how that speech invoked something within you?
It did.
So, if again, I feel
But
like the
is
showrunners
this
and the show,
something new? Like he said the speech out loud, but is this something new from this characterization of Homelander? Did we
yes,
not get something like this
no,
close similar to this on the
no,
airplane?
No,
when
that was
when it came to
different.
putting the
But you
suits
see, the thing is,
in
yes,
the
that was
battlefield.
different. He's like, I'm about to catch this airplane. I'm gonna run through it. He gives you
Hmm.
the physics of why he can't do what y'all need him to do. He gives you that. But the difference between that is up to that point, this was good guy Homelander who cared about the image, right?
I give you that.
Who
Yeah,
didn't
I
give
give you that all day.
who
Yeah.
who, as you said, bit his tongue
Hmm.
a lot, right? He cared. Now he doesn't. He's unhinged. So you understand? There's ways to have the conversation that he wanted to have without appearing unhinged.
But
Now he
is he
appears
truly
unhinged.
unhinged? Because he
One,
still cared about his popularity.
no, he doesn't.
Even with this Homeland Starlight thing,
No, no,
he
no.
cares
What
about
he's
how
doing with
popular
no,
he
no, no.
is.
What he's doing with Homelight is not caring about his popularity. What he's doing with Homelight is showing that he can like that speech that he gave.
Hmm.
He's going to follow through with it
Yeah,
and do whatever the fuck he wants. That's the difference.
I give you that.
Now you see, again, these first three episodes are so subtle. The messaging is so subtle that by the time it unravels, I believe it's going to unravel like next week.
It's
We're going to be
unraveling
having
now, to be honest.
facts. I think we're going to have a totally different conversation about the show.
What's that? So here's the thing. So Starlight's childhood boyfriend or whatever, right? The pop
The dead
singer.
guy, yeah,
Yeah. So he got basically a Negan treatment to his face on a rooftop, right?
you're right.
Homelander is really unhinged. What next? Because you gotta say like, what next?
So that's exact. Again, the whole home life thing was to show that I can do whatever fuck I want.
Hmm.
But and then not just that, like killing Supersonic was showing you I'm not gonna kill you because I need you. One, I need you so that I know Huey or them niggas can't come for me. And two, I need you because you're still liked. Your popularity mixed with my popularity is great. And I'm just gonna do whatever I want to you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Right?
Hmm.
That's 100% why I believe she's still alive. And he's not. I also think he's not gonna fuck with other members of the Seven, like the older members of the Seven. I don't think he's gonna fuck with them.
I don't think he's against going against Maeve because
Nah, I see. The thing is, because he would have done it already.
so you think he would just put it out there that he did crash the plane? Like he would just go ahead and like, look, this is what they're
He
trying to
told them
blackmail
to
me with.
do it.
Yeah. So at this
He's
point,
like, I
like
don't give
he
a
could
fuck
blackmail.
at this point. Just do it. He's fucking unhinged. He's not. Okay, so I think the unhinged moment for him was when what's her name died. She
Yeah.
$1 million baby herself. She bit her tongue and choked on her blood.
Yeah.
And I think that was the moment he lost it because he was still in love with her, but he had to go around and tell people that he wasn't.
What was funny was the part about the racist part. So not just telling people. No, he had to he admitted that he was in love with her. But
Yes,
the
he
part
did.
that he hated was the fact that she was a racist right underneath his nose, and that's not his game. Like Homelander is a complete dick, but he's not a racist up until this point. Up until
I
that
was about to
point,
say, is he? Because
because that part when he walked off with the deep and left, uh,
oh yeah, left Atrian on the ground.
yeah, that part was like low key, like some racist type
No,
stuff.
but I thought it was racist before that. I thought
No,
he
I
was
don't. I
racist.
never thought Homelander was racist. I never thought that was his
So you just
characterization.
think he's a dickhead
Yeah, he's a
and
dick, but not a racist. Like even when you looked at when they went to that one theme park that was like centered around a seven, and all the
mhm,
black women and the black kids was over there, he was happy to sign those autographs and be around them. Like he didn't think
true,
nothing of it.
true.
Stormfront was disgusted, like, these lower life forms. You know
Right,
what I mean? Like that was
right.
never Homelander's thing. Like
Correct.
yeah, so like I never thought of Homelander as a racist, but that one scene kind of seemed racist.
I mean, it
But
probably
but at the
wasn't.
same time, was it racist?
Yeah, it
You know what I
probably
mean?
wasn't. It was just him like, oh, I don't fuck with you right now. So
Yeah, I'm
Stay
packing with
there.
my
Stay
boys.
down there. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably what it was. Um, let's talk about not
Nadia.
What's her name?
Nadia is the one with that can make your head explode.
She's not Nadia. Well, that's her real name, but like her
Yeah,
actual name is like Noonan or something like that. Yeah,
yeah.
let's talk about her for a second. So she had everybody fooled. Well, not us, because we saw in season 2 that she blew that dude's head, the pastor's head, I believe.
Yeah, but I still thought that was still related to. I want to call him Gus Freak so bad,
Right.
but like I still thought that
Stan
was
Edgar.
right. I still want to say that was related to that, right?
Yeah,
Um,
I think Stan wanted him gone.
yeah, but all the way up until this episode, it seemed like yeah, she was falling in line. She was falling in line, and now Homelander actually has one up on you too, even though you have had Homelander in your back pocket and had him in a game of chess and in check for a while, and now it's like, no, you actually don't have him in check. He actually
But
has
that's the
you.
thing with when Stan said to Homelander, one thing I did teach her was to play all sides.
Hmm.
Are you sure she's on your side? I immediately caught that as like she's playing Homelander. She just wants to make sure her daughter is safe.
Yeah,
And then she's going to do what she needs to do.
which I don't think she could kill Homelander. I don't think she could pop his head.
That would be interesting.
That would be a that would be a cool ending, but at the same time, I'm sure almost everybody would go that was lazy writing. I'm almost definite there's going to be a far cry for people calling it lazy writing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But, okay, so now the thing is, at what point does she figure out that Huey knows? Because he's missed work for like, what, let's just say 2 weeks or a week. I mean, a broken hand.
I think the rails come off, like you said, next week, and that's going to come out. Even now, he took the V, and that brace is off.
Hmm. Yeah, and she's going to look at his arm like, hold on, you had a break. Why is it?
Yeah, I think. And what's the name too? Well, that has nothing to do with Nadia. I'll hold off on that. But she took a straight bullet to the back of the head.
But that's her powers, though. She can't die. She heals.
I forgot. But see, here's the thing. I was wondering, like, can you take a bullet to the head?
Yeah, no. That's why. I remember what season it was when her and the black guy fought.
New York.
Yeah, he was trying to cut her head off.
Does Homelander know that Noir is black?
No, no.
That's interesting.
I don't think anyone knows. Maybe what's his name? Soldier Boy.
Yeah, Soldier Boy would know because they was together. They were stationed together.
But did he see him though?
I want to say yes. I want to say that he knows
That's a good question.
because he hated wearing the helmet at first.
Yeah, but he when he was talking to I think Stan, was it Stan he was talking to? Yeah, Stan.
But I think
They were in the
Soldier Boy had
cut.
to see him at some point. He had to see him at some point without the
But
helmet on.
they were in the cut though. They weren't out in public talking.
I'm gonna go yes. That Soldier Boy saw him. I'm gonna go no. Homelander doesn't know.
Okay, that's fair. Um, Another important question.
Also, I was right. They weren't going to kill him off. Remember last season I said they're not going to kill him off. He was like, yeah, he's definitely dead. I was like,
Who
no, they're
Noir?
not. Yeah.
No.
Remember we talked about that during the finale.
Yes, we did. We did. No, I don't. I mean, yeah, you were right. I thought they were gonna kill him off, but guess not.
Yeah. Yep. They were gonna-
Does he? Huh. Okay. Now I think we need to talk about the big thing that happened, right? So, Soldier Boy's free.
Mhm.
I think the bigger question I have for you is, we found out what's her name isn't healing. Kimiko.
Yeah.
And she saved Frenchie. She wanted to run away. She can't. She's not healing. I want to ask why, one, and two, I want to ask, what do you think happens when he comes back? Like, do they find him and bring him back? or does he find his way back himself?
I'm gonna guess he finds his way back himself.
Now, what happens when he finds his way back himself? Because I saw in the
He's going
promo, there's a building that blows up.
he's gonna be like a person at a time. Like I think they're gonna play that person at a time thing where,
Ooh, so
like,
Captain America.
yeah, they're definitely gonna play that. I'm almost definitely gonna play that. Oh my
So
god,
what
this is what
happens when the Seven and him clash? Are they going to clash? And then when they do, if they do clash, does Doctor Noir help his boy, his friends, or does he help the new Seven?
that's the wild card.
Right.
But I kind of have a weird feeling that MM's gonna get to him. Because remember, MM's a person who also was in the military,
Get to
and
who? Soldier Boy.
yeah,
MM hates Soldier Boy though.
I understand that, but I think at this point in time, MM has to think about the mission, and also to answer your question, I think Soldier Boy's power is to depower you. Like that blast that he does, it actually depowers you.
So does Homelander become because they? I feel like they have to clash,
I
right?
do, but I don't think you're gonna kill the star of your show.
You're not gonna kill him. You're going to depower him.
He'll get it back because mind you, he's also not human. Everybody else is legit human.
Yeah, everyone else is human. He's the one that was never human. Hmm.
And then you still have the babe, that kid out there. But
Ryan.
yeah, so they're gonna find a way to bring him into this season to like actually be of value.
Yeah. So will Butcher suffer any side effects?
I feel like you have to because his character legit isn't going anywhere. Like like as far as character development from last season to this season, we're 4 episodes into the season, his character hasn't gone anywhere.
What? Yes, he has.
He took Compound V to try to have a one up on Homelander. Okay.
I think his character has actually grown a little bit.
No, from last season to this season?
Well, yeah,
No.
because especially from last season, we've known Butcher to be one note, right? He does everything he does because of this. Now we're, in my opinion, we're seeing Butcher like fake care by
But he was doing that at the
doing
end
what
of
he
last
did
season.
to Ryan. Who to who?
To MM, to Frenchie, to well not really to Frenchie, but to MM and to Huey.
I don't think so. I don't think that was in him last season.
And to the boy.
No, he didn't do that to the boy last
No,
season.
to the son. He fake cared about the son.
Well, that's this season.
No, at the end of last season too. He
Well,
even
yeah. So that happened at the end of last season. He's bringing that into this season. That's growth for him. And then to even furthermore prove that he fake cares is that he's pushing him away because he doesn't want the boy to. Well, because he is going to suffer side effects from this. He doesn't want the boy to see him go through that. We saw him get really emotional when he watched that video. We've never seen Butcher go through any emotions for real, for real. So yeah, I think this is the I personally think this is the season where well I've seen again, like I said, I've seen Butcher go through personal growth. Kyle dipped out for a second, so when he comes back, we will have him back on. But no, I've seen Butcher go through through go. I've seen Butcher go through a lot of personal growth, and I think yeah, percent behind like that he is yeah, this is the season to see him go through all of that, and he's going to be a better for that. Um, it's interesting though to me that he's doing that, but I mean, Kyle and I are disagreeing on this because it's weird. So yeah, Um, we're going through a little bit of technical difficulty, so I think okay, this is the best part and the cast here, and we will bring it back up. Oh, I think Kyle is back. Are you back?
I don't know what happened with the broadcast.
Oh, Kyle's back. So it's funny that we disagree on Butcher, which I would think that's one of the things we agreed on. Um, Personally, I think there's a lot of character growth for him, in my opinion.
I'm gonna watch it. I feel like I said, I feel like episode four was like the best episode of the season so far, and I'm probably gonna
I
go back
agree
and
with
watch it
you.
again.
I agree with you, but I think the first three episodes have to happen the way they happened, so that
Hmm.
four could be what it is. And I feel like the
Agree.
first three episodes are the best three episodes of this show. The best first three episodes of this show. And I think I challenge you to go back and look at the first three episodes of season one, the first three episodes of season two in comparison. And I think you'll see it.
Okay, I
Because
will.
again, this is supposed to be a season. The season starts off quieter, I believe, and I think that's probably where the problem is for you, is because in season two there was a lot of no, I don't want to say noise, but there was a lot of like big things that happened, right?
We were dumped into the world that they were in after they were separated and then brought back together, and then
Yes.
they were separated and brought back together again
When?
this season. At the end of last season,
No, at the end
end
of
of
they were separated because they fought, right?
hmm
Or they didn't agree. They were separated this season because to them they felt accomplished. Huey felt accomplished, and so he left. MM wanted to get his family back, like because they were in hiding, right?
yeah,
Remember?
it didn't have to be bad. But I'm just saying they were separated and
But
then brought back
it's
together.
I think personally it's for different reasons, and so I think this season the separation makes sense to me. They finished, mission accomplished. So
I never said it didn't make sense.
okay,
Yeah, I'm not saying that it didn't make sense. I'm just saying it's kind of like when
trophy,
people make fun of the which you said what?
trophy for the show,
In a
like
way, but again,
right.
it's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad at all. I've never said it was bad. I was just saying like I'm just pointing it out, and I'm
I get that.
like, yeah,
I get it.
yeah, not saying it's bad by a long shot.
I get it. But I just disagree with you. I think this is the best three episodes we've gotten. And like I said, I challenge you. Go back and I'll do the same. Go back and watch those six episodes, and maybe next Friday when we do this, because we will be doing it on Friday, we can talk about it.
Okay,
All right.
all right,
So
sounds like a plan.
correct. So yeah, I think. Is there any other big things you want to talk about? Yeah, we talked about the betrayal from what's her name, Secretary Noonan. We talked about that, and again, like I think I think she's playing all the sides. Again, she got Homelander to give her daughter, to get her daughter to be injected with Compound V, which
Hmm.
I don't think is legit.
Yeah, because something was off about that screaming and stuff.
So I think something is going to happen. There's going to be a side effect, maybe not next week, but by the end of the season. Excuse me. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that because I think maybe Homelander covered his ass too.
Hmm. I think so, but you
Um,
don't want to piss her off. That's
right.
not the person going into the field you want to have angry.
But then can she hurt him? As you said, as he even asked her, I'd like to see you try. But again, this is bully Homelander, and I think he'll relax when there's a bigger bully, Soldier Boy. So that's what usually happens with bullies. Is the bigger bully kind of humbles them. I think Soldier Boy is going to humble him.
Because nobody suffered more than he has.
Oh man. But I am very interested in seeing that clash. It has to happen. The clash of the Titans. It has to happen. So yeah.
Do we get the other girl back? The one that was blowing stuff up in an insane asylum? The one I think she was in Orange Is the New Black, the actor.
She
At one
died.
point.
She
When?
died.
When?
In season 2, she died.
Where? She was no. She just walked off. She was just walking.
Did she
She never
fly
died.
away? She
She couldn't
probably.
fly.
Are you sure? Somebody
The
died.
one, the one that could just blow stuff up with the
Somebody
shaved
died,
head.
bro. Oh, oh. I don't remember. I think she just escaped. She just
Yeah.
left.
Um. Now that's the wild card that I wonder. Are we ever going? When are we going to get back?
Probably not.
We're going to get her back.
Um,
Her, like we might not get Love Sausage back, but we're definitely going to get her back.
what about? Hold on. What about the girl with the fingers?
We're going to
Pause.
get her back because that's his wife.
Right. He's probably gonna go search her out. Maybe blow up her building. Yeah, that I think episode 5, because it's 8 episodes every season, right?
Yeah.
So episode 5 to me is that middle episode that kind of sets up the last 3 episodes. And I think it has to be the strongest and the most full episode. Even though the rest might not be full, I don't care if it's slow, but it has to be the most full episode.
Yeah, because it's a lot of story that they're going to wrap up now within what
Right. So they
five,
gotta
six, seven,
fill,
eight, 4 episodes.
yeah, they gotta fill everything. I think episode 5 could be filler, but it could also be the filler episode that kind of wraps up certain stories.
They've
And,
done a
and
good job with filler. Like
yes, they
last
have.
season and season before, they did a good job doing filler.
Actually, I would have thought the when they found out what's her name was when they found out she was a soup, Nadia, I would have thought that was a filler episode
Hmm.
when he went to the because you know what's funny? Did you ever watch The Boys Diabolical?
I watched almost all of it.
Did
There's
you
only
did
like
you
2 episodes I didn't
did you
finish.
see? Okay, I was about to say, did you see that adoption facility episode? Is that the same adoption facility?
Yes, it is.
Exactly. So
Yes, it is.
where they go get give the children that most parents are like, okay, I can't deal with you. I
So
think
allegedly, the Diabolical is set in same universe. Like it's not
yes,
like even with the V that's temporary 24. If you
right,
remember, there's the episode with the beauty stuff or
yes,
whatever. That's
yes,
in the same vein.
yeah. So I wonder what Huey's gonna go through. I understand why Huey did it. I wonder
Did he
what.
teleport or did he run fast?
No, he phased because he came out of his
Oh,
clothes. I think it was a teleport but he came out of his clothes, which is weird. This episode had a lot of butts.
you
Soldier
flick too
Boy's
hard.
ass, Huey's ass,
You
huh?
flick too hard.
Soldier Boy's ass, and it had a lot of fucking dildos.
It had a lot.
It had a lot of fucking dildos. Kimiko killing all them all them dudes with dildos was
Do
funny as
you
fuck.
say, what if I say yes? She posted the.
She pulls out the fucking Homelander one, which to me is the mega one. It's funny that the Starlight one just lights up, but that's crazy as fuck. Um, so now let's say Kimiko comes back. What happens to her with the whole situation? Because she wants to leave, right? She wants to leave her and Frenchie. She wants her and Frenchie to leave. Do they leave at the end of the season? Because again, I think that's the problem you have with the show is they separate to come right back. They separate. What happens? What happens? Does she leave? Do they leave? I don't think they leave. I think hear me out. Season 3 is when they figure out that they're better together than apart.
Mhm, I agree, but I do think we're going to get that separation just to realize we need each other. We are a family, which is I thought we kind of reached that resolution last season with
Mhm,
Butcher when
mhm.
Butcher kind of mentions that.
But again, I don't see what happened this season as a separation though. In the beginning of the season, I don't think I go back to it and I think about it. I don't think it was a separation. I just think they were doing their own things. They still fuck with each other. They were just doing their own things.
Except for Butcher.
No, he was with him.
Him and
Well,
Frenchie's relationship is odd right now, and it wasn't
yes,
odd like that last season.
it's a little strained. I think because of Kimiko. To me, to be honest,
But
because
even he
people
was
go.
showing her a little respect last season. Now it's like you're like a dog to me.
I mean, it's because he's so because when because of who he is, right? If you tell him, hey, I know a way to get rid of the like especially Homelander, because he really cares about Ryan, which is why I'm like you don't see the character where he really cares about Ryan, which is why when Maeve said there's a kill switch for Soups, right? This is it, and oh my god, something just hit me. But let me finish my point.
Hmm.
This is how you kill Soups. Or there's this weapon that can kill Soups, which is why when she said that, he immediately like locked everybody out of his mind,
Hmm.
locked his feelings away, and was like, "Let's go get this." Once this, I'm pretty sure if there is a weapon, and if there was a weapon that they found, once the mission was over, he would open back up. This is what hit me. So, Black Noir heals,
Hmm.
right? That's his power. He can heal himself. Like, but he can
Except
fight.
for space
I'm
and
getting
peanut
to that.
allergies.
I'm getting to that. When Soldier Boy blew up in Vietnam, most, if not all, the heroes there were hurt.
Yeah.
The twins, one
Oh,
of its, and then that's when the face thing happened. Do you think
that makes sense and it completely tracks. They go. So yeah, and
he
that's
is the
where it goes back
weapon?
to what I was saying about Kamiko. That's what he does,
So she will eventually get back better.
but it just won't be the same.
Right. There probably will be a scar on her
Hmm.
belly from whatever poked her, but she'll eventually heal. And then when they figure that out, they're going to make Homelander and them fight. The reason being is if he can blow up in front of Homelander, right, or with Homelander there, Butcher's going to try to kill Homelander.
Yeah. Do you kill Butcher this season?
Here's why I said it can happen. Here's why I think it can happen. Because of that conversation he had with Mother's Milk, it seems like
That's why
he's
I asked it.
telling us. He seems like he's telling us, when my time is up, the job is yours. Natural born leader, blah 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 blah. You got it from here, bro. But
That's
I
what I
don't
was
think he
asking.
does. I don't think he does. I think it's we watch for certain people. If you watch it too hard, you like, oh, that's what they're pointing at. But then because I'm like sick, like a sicko, that's what they're pointing at. I also think there is also misdirect.
You're not going to kill Huey.
You can't kill Huey.
No, he's the eyes into the universe, so you can't kill your eye to the universe. That's like too dark, even for me. Um,
Frenchie,
I, I feel like you could lose Frenchie, but you had to do a little bit more, like diving into him,
because I think
just to make
Frenchie
it,
is
just to make
the
you feel
emotion. He's
it.
the he's the emotional hold of the show.
Hmm.
You
It would
kill
make sense.
Frenchie, everyone goes berserk.
You have to. You have to do it.
Shit, I would even kill Ryan.
But is that going to make you feel anything? I wouldn't
To
feel
push,
anything if they did that.
it wouldn't be for you. It would be for Butcher. That pushes him over the edge.
Yeah, you'll get good development, even
You
if you
get
kill
Butcher
Frenchie.
to open up. Yeah, you kill Butcher or I'm sorry, you kill Ryan or Frenchie, and Butcher opens up.
I
Oh,
feel
one
like
more thing I gotta ask: the conversation at the end with Homelander and Stan. I loved it.
Homelander, who?
Edgar,
Yeah, that was
you are
good.
not even. You're not even worth my respect. Look, he's a fucking solid actor. You're
Yeah,
not worth my respect.
I
And
felt like that
I
in
was
that though.
scared the
I felt
entire
like
time.
yeah, because I felt like in that moment was saying goodbye to that character.
Bruh, I was scared because I'm like, is Homelander really gonna let this person that he feels is below him as human talk to him like this? Like just disrespect him. And not just that, slam the glass and walk like turn. Edgar was so not scared of Homelander that he turned his back and walked out on him.
Does Edgar have an off switch?
No, no, but I think he knows about um Soldier Boy. I think he is the reason why Maeve knows about Soldier Boy.
I
That could
agree.
be his contingency plan.
I low key think Edgar has an off switch.
No, I think he's the reason why everything is happening this season. I also think he what am I looking for? I think he yo, so another reason I was scared was when he was like, I'm going to fly you, I'm gonna show you this view. I didn't think he killed Supersonic. I think he killed Edgar and was trying to prove a point to Starlight.
You know, it's crazy. I never thought he killed Edgar. Like even with that he's out on fly show you a view.
I
I would
thought
think
I thought he was, because I think there was one time he said, I think during the press conference when everyone was watching it, he goes, so now everyone that no so now no one else covers you. You know, you people that are hiding behind someone else. When Homelander made that comment, and I thought, oh, he's gonna kill her to show. I mean, he's gonna kill him to show like there's nothing I can't do. But I think the message in killing Supersonic, because what the fuck still sends a message
it does. He's one of the seven, which is weird. Like you're gonna kill a person who you just added to the seven.
because he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. But at the same time, but it still it sends a message, but it doesn't give too deep of an eye as it would to kill Edgar. Like Edgar right now is being brought up on charges.
Yeah, which I feel like is gonna go away by the end of the season.
Yeah. But you can't do the charges thing and then turn around and be like, oh, this is the direction we're gonna go.
I think the charges are gonna disappear by the end of the season. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think Edgar. Nothing happens to him. Last question. What do you think happens with A Train now? We know he's a snitch. Does he go back to the neighborhood to talk to Blue Lagoon?
Yeah. I think that this gave him some.
But he snitched. Is he gonna find out that Supersonic is dead?
But it didn't. But what he told him worked in his favor.
It just gave him better standing. It didn't work in his
Yeah,
favor.
it worked in his
Or,
favor.
or did it give him better standing?
That's what I'm saying. It worked in his favor.
I don't
Like
think it did.
because his
I,
goal at the end of the day is the whole thing with the wrong policing.
how does that work in his favor? Because Supersonic ends up dead. One, two. We
He
don't
didn't
know if
care
he's
about
gonna.
him.
Does he? Do you think he's gonna get favors from Homelander now? No.
But
The,
in
re-
his
the,
mind,
reason,
he thinks that he is.
the reason why I think he's not gonna get any favors from Homelander is because of what the Deep said. The Blue, whoever that hero is, and Homelander have the same base.
Sure.
What would it look like to Homelander's base if that happened?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Sorry.
no, you're good. But no, those are questions that I have that I hope episode 5 kind of answers, and I won't be surprised if they save those answers to like the rest of the season. But thank you, Kyle.
But hold on. I know that we're pressed for time, but I was going to say it kind of works out for A Train. Reason why is A Train understand like so he learned about this base right that lines up with Homelander, but even with that base, he feels like it could get him in better favor and better graces. And right now, he's trying to go this direction, which is social justice warrior, whatever like that. So it works out in his favor. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I'm
Homelander
going to try
doesn't care
everything.
about that though,
He
so
doesn't,
it's not gonna
but A
work.
does.
I'm saying, but A doesn't. It's fake. He needs a bump,
Yeah.
because he can't run anymore. Homelander doesn't give a shit. The only thing that
Correct.
did was show Homelander that he is still for the 7 because he's gonna stamp out. And I'm glad. I feel like Supersonic. I feel like what's her name didn't tell. No, she did tell him that Maeve was also involved, but I don't think Supersonic told what's his name that Maeve was involved.
I think he knows anyway.
Yeah, of course, Homelander knows. But again, these are questions that I have. I'm interested to see if they answer any of them next week. So I'm gonna be looking forward to that. Also, I'm gonna watch those 6 episodes, and I'm gonna come back and tell you if the season had the best 3 episodes ever. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Thank you, KB. We will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Peace.
The whole point of what we do is that no one should have that kind of power.
For once, I'll level the fucking playing field.
Christ.
Soldier boy.
You are not worthy of my respect. Eventually,